So after 14 years of waiting, we finally have it. Our Jurassic Park 4, Jurassic World. Before I start with the review, I just have to say that I am a massive Jurassic Park fan and have been ever since I watched the film on VHS and got the toys for Christmas. So it was with excitement and some trepidation that last Friday I went in to the BFI IMAX screen in London and finally got to see Jurassic World, alongside a load of other people that dressed in Jurassic Park clothing and dinosaur t-shirts, bags, hats, everything, the works was on display. So, as a fan, I can say that Colin Trevorrow has delivered with Jurassic World. And what I mean by that is he was tasked with successfully revitalising the franchise and pushing it in a new direction. So, the story. It takes place 22 years after Jurassic Park on the same island, Isla Nublar, largely ignoring The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic World, a new theme park, has been open for the past 10 years and has been successfully bringing in thousands of people from all around the planet to look at dinosaurs. And our first few shots of it is exactly what we always imagined Jurassic Park would look like. There's a wonderful new visitor centre with dinosaur holograms that give the audience a nice tease of the dinosaurs that we're finally going to see as the film unfolds. And the design of it is fantastic. But with anything, the new eventually becomes the old. And very much like us as an audience, we expect more. So, in the world of the film, they have decided to create a bigger, louder, more aggressive dinosaur called Indominus Rex. But of course, it is not long before there is lots of running and screaming. Now, there are several problems that I had with the film. My number one problem, I think, stems from the fact that the film has been in development for the past 14 years. Over those years, there's been several different directors attached, and definitely a hell of a lot of writers involved. And unfortunately, some of that stuff does actually spill out onto the screen. It's almost as if somebody left like pencil marks in a diagram. Another problem for me is the film has a lot of plots going on, and the film flits between them at quite a pace, so it's quite hard to keep a handle on them. The characters as well feel very undeveloped and at times just return to basic character archetypes, which we've seen a dozen times. Vincent D'Onofrio's character in particular is a cartoon baddie. The only thing he didn't do was twirl his moustache. That is not to say that the performances are particularly lightweight, however, with all the actors definitely giving their all to their parts. Irfan Khan as the new park's owner is wonderful as the charismatic billionaire playboy, and I really wish we'd seen more of him. Omar Sy as well lacked screen time. But for me, perhaps the best performance in Jurassic World comes from Jake Johnson, and he is really our voice of reason and is given some of the best lines and ultimately is one of the most fleshed out characters of Jurassic World. However, you'll be happy to know that it is the dinosaurs that really steal the show, and for all the naysayers out there, they look great. The raptors and the Indominus Rex, the hybrid dinosaur, really managed to deliver the film's heart and soul, and I was completely sold that they were real. The action sequences as well feel really fluid, and I could always maintain a sense of scale and position while the fights and various actiony bits were going on. Whereas the film doesn't have a scene like the raptors in the kitchen or the T-Rex paddock attack from the first film, it does come incredibly close to building that same suspense. And Colin Trevorrow has obviously studied Spielberg down to the minutest level. The most obvious comparison to this film for me was last year's Godzilla, which I absolutely loved. Unfortunately, in comparison, this film does fall a little bit flat. Now, that's not to say that it's not highly enjoyable, because it is. There is a lot for Jurassic Park fans, there is a lot for cinema fans, and it's definitely just worth the money to have a look around a working Jurassic Park. Oh, and also, that last 10 minutes, they're insane. I mean, it's mad. So, all in all, I award Jurassic World a healthy 4 stars. Also, the film has become the first ever to take over $500 million in its opening weekend. So, I can imagine that we'll be returning to Dinosaur Island sooner rather than later. Hello, thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe and to leave a comment down below if you completely disagree with me, or if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up.